Isn't it beautiful? Good morning, everybody. Holy cow. Forgot my hat. Well, I can't find my hat, so y'all are just gonna have to deal with that. So, today, back at it again. So, we also gotta get this old girl fired up. She's a little cold-blooded. We'll see how it fires. Let's just do it right here. Look at that. This auger here is set up to this little bin because with our non-GMO corn, the turn rows that are next to other corn where it cross-pollinates has got to get put in a separate bin. So we're going to take this auger and move it over to that big bin down the end for the rest of the field now that we got the turn rows picked off. It's good. This old girl needs fuel because she is pretty much empty, which reminds me I need to check our fuel barrel. There it is. Woo! Time for this old girl. Wonderful. Oh, that's better. Let's get this. When you line up an auger to a bin, someone's got to get on top and direct what to do. Since Eli's afraid of heights, that's my job. Lucky me. Hopefully the wind's not too bad, but you can see this distributor up here. We got to line it up with that in hopes that you see all those little planks going down. That's going to spread the grain out. So he's down there. We already got it adjusted up. You can see where we harvested last night. Got a good little chunk knocked out. So now we got this set up and we start putting grain in. We can go ahead and get to the rest of this big field out here. There you go. I think that'll work. That'll work. Perfect. Yeah. Nope. Always in park. There she goes. So when we're out here in the field to keep track of things, we have a scale. They're on the axle of this auger wagon, and so you can see right now we have 19,860 in. And what it'll do is it'll keep track of all the different things. This amylose corn's pretty light, and basically it keeps track of all the different things. Also a backup camera and another camera, if I select here, should be pointing up in the sky because it's on the end of my auger right there, so that when I'm unloading I can see what's going on. There we go. Bouncing around a little bit. It should be up around 52, 53,000. So we'll bounce around because going through the field. So we'll get up here and we'll dump her off and we'll go back out. Since we're unloading into this truck and it's unloading directly into this auger going into this bin, we're taking it nice and easy. As you can see, we're scaling off here. You can see my grain going down into the truck. So we're just gonna take her nice and easy and nice and slow and let this old girl unload. If we really wanted to, I mean, I could open this sucker up and it would unload it like crazy, but I don't think that it'd be too good if the corn wound up on the ground, so I think I'll take it slow for now. Got her pretty pretty full here. That's why we have that camera up there, is because this truck is so tall, because we got these tall sided trailers. I can't really see up in there very well until it's all the way up over the top. So that's where these cameras come in real handy at times like this. So this field out here always, I don't know, maybe some of you guys have it. This field seems like it always takes forever to harvest. It seems like every year we get into this farm and it's long. I think from here to the other end of the farm, it's between 3/4 of a mile to a mile over to there. And so it just seems like it always takes forever to harvest this. I guess this is what happens when I sit in the grain cart too long. I get on soapboxes that no one cares about, but that's okay. I care about them. You know, when you see dust clouds like that, I don't know, for me it really makes me appreciate those old timers who did this before us, when you had open cab tractor and open station combines. I know they didn't have large equipment that moved as much grain and as much stuff in the air and on the ground as our new equipment does, but still, you knew that had to be a dirty process. So tip your hats to those old guys, because we ain't as tough as they were. Well, the combine stopped and the side shield's open. I'm guessing that's probably not a good deal. Yep. Okay. Ready? Yep. Holy smokes. Turns out all that happened is there's a handle right about there in the machine, and that puts your rotor in gear. And he said he lost his rotor speed and didn't know what was going on, but sure enough, it just kicked into neutral from what we can tell. So don't think we've ever really had that before, where it's kicked itself into neutral, but I guess we'll find out. So let's hope we don't have any more problems with that. That can be expensive. Well, we thought we had the problem fixed. It seems like it popped back out of gear again. I guess we're gonna have to do a little investigating. Here we go. Well, I think we're gonna have to try something different. It still wants to pop out of gear. The rotor gear is really easily, so I don't know. From what we understand, there's a detent mechanism up inside of that gear that holds the shaft in place. It basically keeps it in gear. And yeah, you can get it in gear, but then the first thing you do, you put a little bit of pressure on it, pops right back out of gear. So we're wondering if that detent mechanism might not be bad. So we're going to test it by putting a ratchet strap around it and holding it into place lightly and seeing if it forces itself out of gear. We know we have a different problem than that. But if it keeps it in gear with no other problems, that could be the issue. So we're going to try that real quick and see how that works for us. I think it's a little dusty, just a little. Oh, not long enough, okay. Yeah. Hard one-handed. There we go. Wonderful. Right there. Oh, you think you need some too, huh? On to the next load. Last load of the night. Time to shut her down. Eli's over here blowing off the combine, get all the loose chaff off of it that he can. Randy's over there finishing up the last load, getting it put into the bin. This old girl, she's done for the night. I might come over here and blow off. Still got some chaff building up on the backside already. Might blow it off. Put the tarp over and we'll call her a night. Thanks for watching.